Hey guys, so today's video is day 7 and it's a day late, which is very intentional because this video signifies 1 week officially without Bubba. And I know I couldn't have made the video yesterday, and so I waited just because it's part of healing and grieving is also knowing your own limitations in order to keep moving forward stronger. So yesterday was packed full, and that's very intentional, something that I did because busyness can be very tempting in good ways and bad ways, and I chose to use it for a good way because I just knew that I needed to stay focused on something that was positive and healthy to just get me through the day yesterday so that I could reflect on it and use it to continue to heal myself as I'm moving through this process. So yesterday was packed full of great relationships and meetings, tours of different facilities and lunches, just really positive, healthy relationships with people that were filled with laughs and prayers and just great times. I also got to play tennis, which was a real positive. Exercise in general, releases positive endorphins, and that helped me continue to move through the day yesterday. So overall, it was a good day, but it was also a hard day, which is mainly why I just didn't make this video, as I knew I needed some time in order to get through it. So here it is. It was a long week last week. For those of you who have been following our journey, I appreciate your love and support so much. And I know you've seen our ups and downs. We started at a really low place, just full of grief and sadness. And although we're still mourning and we miss him every day, we are in a better place. We actually got sideswiped a little bit today, just caught off guard because someone, you just assume everybody knows what's going on, and that's not true, which is completely fine and fair. And people are so loving and caring that they want to know updates. And, this particular person, her heart was in the right place when she asked how Bubba's doing. And, it was a little bit of a pop quiz, and I got to update her and, share our story a little bit. And I did it all tear-free. And I say that just because for me that's a personal victory. That doesn't mean I miss Bubba any less, and I know that just means that I now am starting to feel the strength and strong enough to know that I can handle talking about him in public, because I do feel like people are still so nervous to bring him up to me, and I know that that's meant with complete sincere love, just being respectful of the space that I've needed to heal. And so today, although I was sad to share the news, and I know she was hopeful of getting a different report, I am grateful that we're getting to a better place. So, we still have our sad moments. Us officially thinking about the 1 week mark of Bubba brings sadness because, I think I'm forever going to wish it turned out differently, but I also know that it didn't, and there's a reason for that. And as we're figuring that out and picking up the pieces, we are growing stronger, and Chloe and I are growing stronger, and I love her so much, and I'm so grateful for her and the experiences that she's had through all of this, through extra time with family and four-legged cousins and all sorts of stuff. We just have been surrounded by such immense love. We are just speechless. We are just left so grateful and with such full hearts. So that's our update. We're not going to keep doing daily updates. I don't think that they're necessary personally for me, and this really has been about a journey of sharing what we're going through. But we will keep doing updates. They might be weekly, they might be monthly, just different things that we're learning and gathering. And one question that I've been getting a lot, and I also got from this woman today, is will we get another puppy? Will Chloe have a sibling? And one day that'll happen. And I know anybody who's ever had pets, loves pets, has lost a pet, when that time is right, and we are far from it right now. I can definitely tell you that. But it will happen. That puppy will never take Bubba's place, which I know, but they will hold a special place in our heart and in our family. And, when that day comes, we're just going to be so grateful for being able to love on that sweet dog and add them to our family and introduce them to everybody, but we're just not there yet. So know that this is just a part of the grieving process and healing process, is gaining strength, and one day we'll be able to introduce someone else to our family, and we'll be excited for that. But day 7 was hard, and the whole week as a whole was hard, but we learned a lot about ourselves and our friends and our family who, I just don't think we could ever say thank you enough for all the prayers and kind words and love that surrounds us constantly, even still. And it's actually really funny because anyone who knows me knows I drink a lot of water, and I have been in love with the Starbucks tumblers. They don't sweat, and it's just something I can constantly carry around to ensure that I drink enough water throughout the day, easy to fill up, fits in the cup holders. And then I was actually at Publix over the weekend, and I came across this water bottle. And it's one of those coincidences where I really don't believe in coincidences. I think it's just, it's a quote I actually heard once, and it stuck with me, is, coincidences are times when God just chooses to remain anonymous. And, as I don't know why I was looking at the water bottles in the Publix section. I don't stop. I love my water bottles, and I have no reason to even just glance. But as I'm walking through the aisle, I just look over, and a few of the water bottles in a section, the brand is Bubba. And, it caused me to pause for a minute and stop and look. And I think I held that water bottle for 5 minutes just debating purchasing it. I didn't love the water bottle. I knew I wouldn't really use it. And it wasn't even about the water bottle. It was just about, something that I could have with me daily, just representing him. I know it sounds silly and you can't even necessarily explain it well, but then the frugal side of me, the wise part, insisted that I put the water bottle back because it was just a water bottle. And I think it was just one of those, seeing his name on there wanted me to purchase it so I could carry it around daily. So of course then I went home and I googled the brand, and I went on Amazon, and with Amazon Prime, which I'm a huge fan of, I found a whole bunch of different options, and I was able to find a water bottle tumbler that is actually one that I would carry around daily. And so of course I purchased it. It's pink, and it has a lid, and they actually have straws that you can do too, in all different colors. So I personally got purple just because I liked it. But if you look closely on here, it actually says, let me find it, Bubba as the brand. I'm not even sure if you can really see it, and the straws brand are Bubba too. So it's just something silly that is, it's something that makes me smile, that I can carry it around with me all the time to stay hydrated and drink water, and it has his name on it. And so that's something that I discovered over the weekend and helped me just take that next step, because finding things that make you happy in general in life is a good rule of thumb. And especially as you're working through anything that's hard, it's important for us to seek out the things that bring us joy and make us happy, that are healthy. So I know I shared in a previous video that Christmas music is one of those things for me, for my older sister. Our family in general just loves Christmas music. So yes, it's April and it's a little cool at night right now, but it's still warm during the day. But we have been listening to Christmas music, and now we have a new water bottle, and just things that are filling our days with happiness and joy in the littlest of ways, but are having very big impacts. So thank you so much for watching this. That is our week 1 update in a nutshell. And we'll continue to keep you posted about how we're doing. It won't be daily anymore. It'll probably go to weekly, monthly, something like that. Just as we have things to share. But we are doing better. For anyone who has followed our journey as a whole, we are doing a lot better. We miss him immensely, and it is still those times when you're sitting alone in the house, or it's just quiet at night, and memories are triggered from his last night at home hours, in the morning, waiting for the pet hospice to come. I'm not gonna cry, I swear. It was hard, like remembering scheduling the time, and as family was arriving, knowing what all that meant, and then just having pet hospice arrive, and they're so good and sweet, and just them coming in with love, tender care, and just, sharing memories and seeing his love for the family. I'm not gonna cry, I promise. um, that was just a special moment, but it was also really hard. And it's one of those things, you walk through the house and there is stuff that will forever trigger those memories. Um, you know, there's so much good, but there is still always hard. And so we're working through those, and we're working through seeing the things that remind us of the hard times. Chloe still sniffs for him in certain areas, and I know I'm going to have to keep brainstorming on how to help that situation, because I don't ever want her to forget him. But I also don't ever want to risk, her being sad because she remembers him and then wonders where he is. So, there's still a lot that we're working through personally, but we're in a much better place than we were on day one, and I know it's only going to get better. So that's it. We thank you so much for everything that you've done for us and for our family. And whether I've gotten to speak with you or see you, or you have just lifted us up in quiet prayers, we are just so grateful. And so we hope that you had a nice weekend and your week is going well. And we love you immensely. And we will continue to keep you posted. And thank you again so, so very much. Okay.